Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the Superdome. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
Back to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Quick throw taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They send him right out of the slot. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Back to the air one more time. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll run for it. It's Algier. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. Oh, he pumps up the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
That's Washington, the man in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. Find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's Hurts. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. Hurts now. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. And in motion is Brown. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. And back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on third and goal? Again, Hurts. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. They'll go with him again. This defense backed up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The Saints offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down and it's an incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
It's a pretty good effort there on third and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the first down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it on the option. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's got his man Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. The motion man here is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Finding room across midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On the give, this is Algier. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He'll go underneath to Algier. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Algier. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Saints will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Another carry here for Shipley. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards. But we'll need to check on the call. That's Washington, the man in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. This one complete to Washington. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Throwing is Hurts. Catch made, right side by Wilson.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get a field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts. To the right side here. Pass is caught. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Shipley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That is caught by the tight end, Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Schultz is the motion man. Back to throw. To the left side. Caught by Schultz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That complete to Algier. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Schultz. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the air one more time. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pressure gets there. And down he goes. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. The Saints now gonna try a field goal here. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Isaiah Spiller with a rushing touchdown. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. Now return coming from the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Shipley. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They'll run with Shipley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9. A carry here for Shipley. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Saints offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Shipley. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They face 2nd down and 7. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up 1st down.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Quick throw taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They'll give it here to Shipley. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be taken down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On second down, this is Shipley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment. Defense. Still second down.
We'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. On the zone read, it's a give to Shipley. He slams it in there, and he is in. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Next to score, Eagles 17, Saints 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Algier. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards.
Illegal block in the back.
But we'll need to check on the call. He'll drop to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A Terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Howden. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On first down, it's Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
First down, Eagles.
The motion man here is Wilson. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On 2nd down, Hurts. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Eagles. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Checking it down, this one is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side into the hands of Olave. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10. Schultz is the motion man. Back to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw again. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Back to the air one more time. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Schultz is the motion man. He's got his man. That's Olave. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll run it here with Algier. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Holding offense.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
The motion man here is Wilson. He's got his man Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now give on the ground. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Following the penalty, they'll run it. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one on target to Olave. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Now, a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Now, faking the give. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ball game. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.